Uh, Good morning, everyone. So I would like to begin with the main question. Like, these are all our students, and who all have got the visa. I would like to confirm. Ayushi, you are the one who has got the visa. Harsh is the one who has got the visa, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Okay. Uh, so the first question I would like to ask is what do you think of the upcoming September intake, which is going to enroll right now, and due to current situation, what are your plans? Do you think that colleges will go?
Hello.
Yeah.
As far as hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
As far as the this COVID-19 pandemic situation concerned,
Okay.
I would think that going in for September intake is quite up to the situation and current condition. The scenario is going to the right direction. Otherwise, it would be okay to stay in India and study and take on online classes.
Okay, great. Yes, anyone, Ayushi, what do you think? I guess there's a connection issue. Yes, Mr. Soil, would you like to enlighten this?
Yes, already I just get the Conestoga's offer letter, and I would love to go the September intake. As I know the point, September intake is the best for go to Canada. As we all know about the pandemic situation, but now we just starting the recovery ratio is very good. So September intake is good for going.
Okay, so what we think is that as of now, the situation which is going on, that September intake is most likely to go on online and not offline. So the thing we are facing is that will it be an online class or not? Do you think
It is both.
this will be helpful one?
Hello.
Yeah, we
Hello.
can.
If if we take a online intake, it has both pros and consequences. If a situation is increasing safety day by day, then it is in favor of us. We can travel to Canada and we can explore, or we can also try to settle down in first 3 or 4 months. As 31st December is deadline for online intake. But as far as we see from online side, and we can reduce our expenses very well
Yeah.
by not traveling there. Then we can save on our living cost, food cost, transport cost, and we can get the same education by sitting here in at our home, stay
Yeah, so
with
that was a
staying
great
the
point
same.
highlighted by Mr.
But
K. That which says
but
that you save up on cost and all that. That is a good option. But do you guys think that most of the students are likely to go for online classes? Whether
if
they prefer going online or like they'll choose offline? But because what we Indians are studying is like we are more often uh, habited to go to the campuses and go to the college for the studies. We haven't faced a situation of online classes yet in India. So do you think that is it
uh,
a good one?
yes, yes, it is a good for to take online classes. As we see in most epidemic times, there will be a new improvement and new technology advancement.
Mhm.
Uh, we try, and this is the time where we can start a new things by sitting online, starting our education. If we
Okay.
can start, it is a better for us rather than delaying it for next intake.
Okay.
See, I
Yeah.
have
Sure. Sure. Go
see.
ahead.
Uh, what Mr. Ketan saying is absolutely right, but I think it's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is that if we wouldn't go to in the September intake, then that's right that we can save money. But if we can't go, then we can't utilize our college facilities, and the college or university probably didn't cut our university fees. They are already taking the fees, and they don't they I think us any kind of scholarship. So it's a kind of cons of the online study, or we can do supplementary.
Okay. So here also we are getting a mixed opinion. Ayushi, would you like to say anything?
Yes. Okay, that there are Like you both told that people would like to go for online, and some are telling that people would like to go for a offline campus. But nowadays the situation is such that safety is the main concern of the people. So with the safety measure, if the students are able to study online, that I think that would the best option.
Okay, so I would like to throw out a fact to you that whether like we are getting a mixed opinion on online or offline. So there is the thing that what they are currently doing, the students in Canada, we have got in touch with them, and what they are saying is that see, there might be an issue in your mind that how your doubts will be solved, right? If you take online classes, yes. So what they are doing is
Yeah.
the one-on-one session at the end of the day for few students. They're trying to get few students their appointments, and then they are doing this doubt solving session. So there you have time to like communicate with your professor, the one you are doing subject with. You can talk to him about what doubts you are facing. All your assignments, everything will be online, right? Another catch here is you will be given a COVID-19 grace mark. If at all you fail in one subject, right? You are given a little grace just for the ease of distance learning. Yes, I would like Pritesh to highlight this.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Because of this COVID and issue going on these days, you all know that we are unable to go with the May intake, and the same scenario is going to happen for the September. As of now, major colleges has already updated in their websites or updated to the authorized consultant that we are not going to take offline classes this September. So student has to make up their mind whether they are being happy to go with an online classes. There are some pros and cons, and I think I'm been in a favor of going with an online classes for at least a semester one. For a student already in Canada who will be going for a second semester would also think of going for online classes. Yes, the colleges are supporting, and students should interact with the college. And being an authorized representative, what we have planned that all our registered students, we have tried to have a webinar or mix of Zoom meeting with the college delegates to make students aware about what are the benefits of going with online classes. As we all know that once we go over there, we have some overhead cost in terms of like accommodation, in terms of like food, and that's all the student is going to save. And the government has already updated, and it's only Canada who has updated right now that the student who study online sitting at home or either in Canada sitting at home would be eligible for the post-study work permit also.
Yes.
So that would not be at all an issue. It's all about the student mindset and the parents' mindset, whether they have been ready to go with online classes. There are some issues which I have heard from the student in terms of like they don't have that enough facilities like laptop or might be enough internet access. But these days now, as being lockdown has been in the stage of fourth, and we are coming on the lockdown of fifth. I don't know what government comes up. So we have to purchase a laptop or we have to be ready with a smartphone with the access of online classes.
Absolutely.
Going back to Canada, you have to do the same thing. So sitting in India, you can even have that and plan about going with an online classes. Yeah, if students are not comfortable, we are ready to make them switch over for the Jan intake. We already did our almost 300 plus applications who have been in like process of payments of the fees, and I can say applying for the visa for May. We have already switched over all the students for September, and few are already agreed to go with online, and few are already in the mood to switch over for the Jan, which we are doing it. So it's all about the student mindset. So I don't know, like the group which right now we are going in communication, which college they are going for.
Yeah.
So if they highlight which college they are going for, I can update them what the college has come across.
Yeah. So you
So
can go
Pujan,
one
can
by
you
one.
help me out with?
My intake is Conestoga College in project management, PG course.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think you would be in a better position to go with at least the 40% of the course with an online. But yeah, you need a practical exposure. So we need to wait for this universities, I can say Conestoga College, whether they will be in a position to run your project management online or offline.
Okay.
We have one from
I got
Niagara, just Kanani. Yes.
I got admission in Niagara College in mechanical engineering technician.
See, for the mechanical engineering, you need an access of lab, and for that, practical is must. So your program would be something like 40-60. 40 would be theoretical and 60 would be practical. So physically, you have to be in a campus, which is what my opinion says. Without practice, no one can get into that exposure. So
Yes.
you have to wait. If things goes right, the first thing you can plan to travel to Canada and you can study. Something I can say that the business program, student going for a business program are being comfortable that they can do an online classes, 100% online classes.
Sir,
But a
according
student
to
who's going
me,
for a health or engineering program, they have to go for a mix of program. Like it can be a practical with an theory, and for practical you have to be in the campus.
So
sir,
we have
according to me,
Ayushi with
yes,
IBM. So what goes for her?
hello.
Pardon?
We have
I couldn't hear.
we have Ayushi here.
Yeah.
Yes.
She did she
I have got
yeah. Go ahead, Ayushi.
I've got admission in Conestoga College, 1 year PG course in global business management.
I think your program is in the position that we can go with an online, and I would recommend it at least a semester you can go for an online classes. So let's wait. And I know that last year we did more than 100 successful student registration in Conestoga College, and same that number carries on for the May and September. We have a good number of applications. So we have requested to college to organize a special webinar for only a student for a Conestoga College who are going to appear for might be a September, might be upcoming intake in Conestoga College. So wait for my call. We are trying to get in touch with Conestoga, and very soon we'll update you when we can arrange a webinar directly from the college rep.
Sir, one question. If we starting from September intake online courses, then what will be with the GIC amount which they paid monthly basis to students?
So that's a big question, and that's what we have got the update from the GIC, Scotia Bank, that the student once they land over there, they have to open the local account.
Okay.
Then and then only they can get transfer the first 2,000 and then carry on with 670, which is regularly for the next 11 months. So the time you're not in Canada, they cannot pay you. So you have
Sir,
to
if
wait. The
we,
time you go to Canada, I can say after 6 months or 4 months back, I assume that you will go in the month of like November. So let's say that when you go in November, you get 2,000
sir,
and might something arrange up that they pay you more to cover up your
okay,
entire cost of your
okay,
expenses.
okay. If we sir, if we choose online, can we get some financial relaxation on fees or GIC amount?
GIC you cannot get it because GIC
Oh,
it's all about your amount. You are going to get back once you
okay,
start your studies, and that is in Canada, not sitting
okay.
back in your home country.
No, sir.
But
What
in
I'm
terms
telling
of
is,
the fee,
if we choose
pardon?
to 4 months from here online courses for four
Yeah.
months, then the amount of GIC may be reduced for 4 months. That like it
No,
is a
it's not going to reduce. Let me tell you, it's not going to be reduced. It's something you have to pay. It is to like about your financial strength to study in Canada. At the
okay,
moment, nobody knows that after 10 days the international borders get open, or might be after 3 months international border gets open. But let's hope in a positive vibes that something is
yes,
going
yes,
to happen somewhere around 15th of June when the international borders gets open. The student who already had got the visas can travel and they can start their studies. If they start their studies, they are going to get the $2,000
Yeah.
from the
okay.
day
So
one.
What do you think? What do you
Month
think
on month,
about
they're
that?
going to get.
We students be already having offer letter of September intake. Would you prefer that we have to go for online session? Is it beneficial for that?
Sorry, Soil, your voice is little echo. I couldn't understand the question you asked me.
I just asked you that we student already have an offer letter for September intake. You might prefer that the student have to going for pay the fees. Is it beneficial?
Uh, I couldn't hear you. If anybody has got the voice clearly, can somebody ask me again this question?
Yeah, we'll get back to this. I'd like to switch to the financial aspect here. So, what I am thinking is that there's a big hole in everybody's pocket due to this COVID-19 crisis, and
Yep.
like most of the parents, they are likely to withdraw their wards admission for in order to get the needs of their home and all that, right? So, are any of you facing this issue that your parents are like convincing you to withdraw your admissions and all that? There are chances.
No, not. Yeah, there are chances, but not in my case particularly. My parents are very supportive, so that's not a big concern.
Okay, that's great to hear. Yeah.
Yes, my parents also asking me about the situations of this COVID-19. That's asking me about what the situations you face in Canada for financially. As I belong to middle class family, obviously that is a big amount for paying the education fees. But I'll convince my parents it's a good opportunity to go to Canada because Canada needs you. Now in the present scenario, Canada needs you because so many students withdraw their admission. So in the present scenario, you get so much benefit from Canadian government. So positively we have convinced my parents and finally they agreed and I have to pay the fees to supplement.
Okay, great. Ayush, is there any such issue you are facing?
Sir,
Like
one
a
question.
Yeah.
kind of issue was there, like from the parent side, that the time is just going on, because this was the situation which no one predicted that something like this can come up. So they were just concerned about the time duration which is going on, but somehow, like, they also know that this is important, so they support me, like, in this.
Okay. So another question is that at the same time we have been hearing from the colleges that they are thinking in for like hiking the fee structure for the upcoming intake. And though it is a distance learning course, they are hiking what some $500 or $1,000 for the upcoming intake. So is it worth paying that extra amount if you are not using the campus amenities and facilities? You are in India, you are using an online course. So do you think it's worth to pay this much extra amount from your pocket?
No, it should
I
be
guess
as regular fees. As we are not using any facility, but still we are supporting and still we are learning from online. So it is not up to the mark that they raise the fee about 500 to $1,000. Since
Okay.
there are no jobs here, so people have no financial good condition over here, so they are not may not be able to pay.
Right. Anyone else? Yes.
I guess
As we know, we all also facing of global situation. Not in Canada, even also in India, we are facing the financial issues. So they are all the colleges have to understand that all the students have not having reached the ground. So we just not having using the online campus facilities and all the situations of and all the accommodations of colleges. So I think the colleges might not be the higher fees. We have to regular fees. And I even suggest that we have to Canadian government have to think for a reducing fee of colleges. As we just sitting at home country and we just taking the online classes. As we also contribute the Canadian government by paying the fees.
Okay.
In addition to that, if colleges or universities are opt to choose the online classes, then they should reduce some percentage of the fees in order to help the student. They are sitting in, because in India here majority of students are jobless, or we can say they don't have such earnings in compared to Canada. So people should think about college or university should think about this aspect. So
Okay. So we are
yes, even
getting.
according to
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
that paying an extra amount is from my side is not like right. Instead of that, the college should think of giving some scholarship or a fee cut, because we are studying online and we are not utilizing any facilities over there.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So yeah, so that's this one-sided opinion of like likely to reduce the fees or not to at least hike it, right? Okay, so let's move on to this like flying and the country-related issues. So as we all know, that our aviation ministry is very much positive in terms of uh, resuming the operations as soon as possible. So we see in the domestic as well that what they did was initially it was 31st of May to resume the domestic operations, but as soon as they saw on 20th of May that situation is likely to go better, so they decided to prepone it and shift it to 25th of May, right? Uh, in
Yeah.
that, if at all the international borders open and the aviation ministry is ready to fly, the aircrafts are the students are moving. Do you guys think that you should land in Canada amid this current situation in mind?
Like
Pudhan, it depends on situation. If the current scenario students are not getting part-time job, then it is worse for them to travel and then make major to maintain the expenses at their level in Canada with studying with if they are not getting a part-time job, then it is a one scenario. And if flights are resume their operation, the flights cost may be more expensive. Uh, More
Yeah.
expensive, yeah, more than double this time. Um, if they impose the rules of social distancing, then it would be I think it would be more than double or triple cost for flight.
So
Okay.
what I'm
not
thinking is,
getting
That's a
if,
tricky
if the
considered.
part-time
Yes.
jobs, sorry, not getting part-time jobs can like for once be handled in some way or the other, but safety is the main concern, I guess. So amid this COVID-19 situation, if we are landing, we have to make sure that the situation is in proper control
Okay.
and we are safe.
Yeah.
That's it. Before someday, Canadian government announced that any student who get the visa before 18 March should come to the Canada. Then he or she have to follow the rules, which is 14 days of quarantine. So what I'm saying is, if international borders are open, then it's problem for us. Like if I'm in Canada, then where I'm staying for 14 days, where none of my friends would want me to 15 years with 14 days. Okay, because I'm coming from a country where Corona is very serious.
Okay. So as compared, but the thing is here that as compared to India, the Canada country is having only half of the cases than India, right? So there are also provinces in Canada like New Brunswick which have reported. So taking that into consideration, if at all you are flying to some Atlantic province or somewhere in Saskatchewan or Manitoba, the cases are not that much, and we have the students there. So what they are saying is that they are very positive about the current situation. That they are asking us to send students. They are also willing to help out if the students are facing any situation. The only problem is in few provinces like Ontario and Quebec. They are having a comparatively higher number of cases than the other parts of the Canada. So because you are flying to another parts of Canada, except for Ontario or Quebec, there's likely chances that you can have you can have on-campus classes get resumed,
Yes,
right? And then you can
Yes.
yes,
definitely you can fly.
probably yes.
Yeah. Okay. So another thing which I'm getting is that what the culture in West is that after completion of their if a child that he completes his higher secondary, that is 12th grade, right? He or she takes a gap of 1 year, and that's the trend there. If they used to take a break of 1 year, they gain some extracurricular skills on what they are going to pursue further, right? So, owing to that, do Indian students should go for an academic break of a year or half? What do you say?
No, students are dependent on their parental income, and there are no chances of part-time jobs, or you cannot manage the income source So it is not favorable to the students in India for 1 year gap. But if he may get some practical experience in their own field in which they are going to study further, then it may be good for them. But who are not financially prepared for them to get education early and they can back to work. So it is depends on personal situation. But as in country India, that I have already done a job for 10 years in project management. It,
Okay.
during this time, it is a very hard for students to get a practical experience in India in their fields. For example, one of our colleagues here has taken admission in mechanical engineering, but
Okay.
due to current situation, people are not getting jobs with experience, or they may are so not getting a experience, or they are not getting any job in India. So for them, it is best they can go abroad, complete their study, and their chances of jobs are improved.
Yeah, that's a good point. So basically, you
And
should not take a break and just go further with it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So with IRCC have which has like
Hmm?
resumed the like they have eased the rules. So basically, what they have done is even initially it was that if it all your courses are distance learning course, you will not be eligible for a postgraduate work permit, right? And now, amid the coronavirus situation, they want to welcome the students. In order to that, they have eased the rules of distance learning education and postgraduate work permit as well. So now, if at all you are completing your half of the course from India or any other country, then you are eligible for a work permit which was earlier given, which was earlier allotted, right? So, do you think this is a good move and people will still tend to go further with the abroad study plan?
yeah, see,
I
that's
think
a
this is the best move I had this year.
Okay.
As the students can stay in their home country safe and sound and still study their course online and getting the post graduation work permit. This is the best combination. Like,
Okay. Anyone else?
Well, studying from the home is a very comfortable environment. When you study from a home, that's you create a positive way to skill and develop anything from education and qualifying. That's a very good scenario to get the online education. In the past, I do the many lectures of online, and I get a very positive experience of online classes. And it's very worthful to at a comfortable way to take the online classes of anytime, anywhere, and anytime. That won't be affected in personal life, I think. And it's a good qualification to get online.
it's a decision in which both the parties get benefit, like for student and Canadian government. Suppose if Canadian government didn't oppose this rule, then any of a student drop the idea of going in September. Instead of that, they should start planning for January 2020.
Okay.
So this rule is beneficial for both the parties.
Okay. I would like Pritesh sir to highlight if anything I have missed in this session or any such miscellaneous queries which you have been getting from the students. You know it better you as you are in touch with the college representatives.
See, in terms of September intake, everyone should make up their mind that it's going to be online. And as colleges and the students were not prepared for the May to go with the online, but now with September, we have to make up our mind to think about September online program. Yes, if they want to move to January, you can go ahead. And there are some colleges which we have seen that these days they have started withdrawing the application with the reason that they don't have access of lab in the September session for the online students. So forcefully they have to withdraw and take the alternate program out. And it's really been being as a consultant, we are helpless at that point of time that we have to withdraw the application we have to think for alternate options. And many of the college seats already been full. So I can request the student not to withdraw at the moment, wait for the opportunity what it comes up in the Jan intake. with alternate college program, or might be a same college with alternate program. Now, in terms of Canada education sector, I just want to highlight that I have just got the survey that in 2018 Canadian economy means with the international student, they have pumped more than about 20 millions into the schools, I can say community colleges, or I can say Canadian economy. So always they'll be looking for more in year on year, and they're expecting to grow with more than every year. So they would be looking with a better option for the international student in terms of safeguard. I know the major question one of the students asked about the 14 days quarantine.
Hmm.
So we are in discussion with few of the colleges that 14 days quarantine facilities should be supported by the college by either taking minimum of the charge or by taking not a single penny from the student, because that's the time we need to support the student. It's a very high time.
Totally, yes.
If we support the student in these days, they
Sir,
are
one
going to
question.
really one of the asset for us. Yep, you can ask.
Sir, if I started online courses for September intake, then what may be the chances of visa rejection, or is there any concern between both the situation?
See, online classes would be only possible, or I should recommend it to the student who has already got the visa. And I'm very sure that I have got few students who has got the May intake visa, but they were not able to fly by the
Oh,
time the lockdown was been there. So student has to wait for the latest updates from the Canadian government in terms of
okay.
whether they can go with an online classes once they get the visa. That is what the news is right now.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to wait for your visa. Once you get the visa, then you can start your online classes. And
Okay.
see, it's about the like you have got a chance to withdraw from your classes in the first week. So if you don't feel it comfortable, you can withdraw from the class and say that I want to move to the January intake. So that cannot be an issue at all. So at least you have to trial for a week to go ahead with an online classes. If you find it comfortable, you carry on the entire semester.
Okay.
That was it, I guess. Anybody who want to like ask something? Any of your points
Sir,
have been missed out?
in next call we would like. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me.
In next call, we would like to meet some our students from JY in Canada, so they can make us aware about the current job situation in their province or where they are studying, nearby situation. We can aware about the situation, so students can make a decision for going online rather than waiting for offline campus.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion. We can
Yeah.
try our students who are already in Canada to get interact with the same session what we are doing it right now. So you make yourself more comfortable, or even you can make your parents more comfortable.
So students are really needed to. They can convince their parents to start the courses online.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sure thing. We'll take that in consideration as well. It's a good idea that we get in touch with our students who are currently studying in the Canada and will make you aware about the situation there. Sure thing. Anyone else?
No, negative.
Okay. I guess this is the end to the session. Is there anything you'd like to convey a message to the college? Anyone? The representatives watching this. Uh, is there a message you want to convey to them?
The fees factor, I don't think any such message we student want to convey. That fee should be deducted.
Okay. So overall, if we are getting a fees issue and you just need support for the if at all the situation resumes, the quarantine and all. All right. Yes, sir. Okay. So Pritesh sir, is there anything, or we would like to end the session?
I can just update that just today early morning I got an update from one of my college, that is Niagara College, that is one of our partner college, that on 5th June at 2:30 p.m. we are going to arrange a session for our students who are going for the further studies in Niagara College. So just pass on the message. I hope there are a couple of students and there should be some more friends, and there are someone who have been online right now, that on 5th of June at 2:30 we are going to organize a session from the college representative to aware about the facts what the college has make preparation for the students for the online classes, or might be for the offline classes, or for the lab when they are going to be in Canada. So it's a good thing that Niagara College has supported us on. Just that's the message I should pass on, that on 5th June at 2 p.m. we online will be sharing the user ID and password. So you can have a lot of questions and information from the college.
Sir, can we arrange the same for Conestoga College?
Yep. I'm in discussion with Conestoga College, and very soon I will update for the Conestoga College also.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So my plan is not to go ahead with just information what we are sharing it, but even to get the college on board, so you can get the direct information from the college representative.
Okay.
Fine.
All
Thank
right.
you, sir.
So that is end of our session here. That was our Gocool Talks episode number 1, which we conveyed with the students regarding what are the situations for abroad studies amid the coronavirus situation. We'll back with another episode very soon, where we'll be featuring the students, our students who are studying abroad, to make you aware about the situation there. Right? Hope you'll have a good day. We'll see you soon.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Be safe.